Hello everyone, in this video I am going to explain the Corey-House reaction. In previous video we have studied Woods reaction and we know that it is suitable for the preparation of only symmetrical alkanes. Then what are symmetrical alkanes? Alkanes containing even number of carbon atoms. For example, ethane, butane, hexane, etc. So, what if you want to prepare an alkane with odd number of carbon atoms or an unsymmetrical alkanes? In that case, Woods reaction cannot be used, because if we use Woods reaction for the preparation of unsymmetrical alkanes, it will give a mixture of three alkanes which are inseparable. So, in that situation, we will use Corey-House reaction, and this reaction it is suitable for the preparation of both symmetrical and unsymmetrical alkanes. In this reaction, first alkyl halide is treated with lithium metal in the presence of dry ether to form alkyl lithium, and this alkyl lithium generated here is then reacted with cuprous iodide to form dialkyl copper lithium, and this dialkyl copper lithium it is known as Gilman reagent. So the reaction is alkyl halide is first treated with lithium in the presence of dry ether. In this case here, lithium is taken in the form of metal. In the presence of dry ether to form alkyl lithium and lithium halide. And this alkyl lithium is then reacted with cuprous iodide to form dialkyl copper lithium, which is known as Gilman reagent. And the Gilman reagent generated here, it will react with alkyl halide to form an alkane. This Gilman reagent, lithium acquires partial positive charge, this R acquires partial negative charge. So this R alkyl group along with its bonding pair of electrons behaves as a nucleophile and show nucleophilic substitution reaction on this alkyl halide. In this alkyl halide, X is any halogen and R is any alkyl group, since the electronegativity of halogen is greater than that of the carbon to which it is directly attached. So, halogen acquires partial negative charge and carbon acquires partial positive charge. So, this nucleophile attacks on the electron deficient carbon atom and X is removed as the leaving group. So, the product of the reaction is an alkane. In this Gilman reagent, there are two alkyl groups, and this is the alkyl group of alkyl halide. This R and R dash may be same or different depending on the alkane which we want to prepare. It can be of 1 carbon atoms, 2, 3, 4, etc. Similarly, this R may be of 1, 2, 3 or 4 carbon atoms. This R or R and R dash may be same or different alkyl groups. For example, if we take ethyl bromide as an alkyl halide, first we will react it with lithium metal in the presence of dry ether and it forms alkyl lithium plus lithium bromide is the byproduct. This alkyl lithium is then treated with cuprous iodide to form dialkyl copper lithium, and this dialkyl copper lithium is our Gilman reagent. This Gilman reagent is then treated with an alkyl halide. In this alkyl halide, since halogen is directly attached with this carbon atom, and because of the greater electronegativity of halogen as compared to this carbon atom, halogen acquires partial negative charge, whereas carbon acquires partial positive charge. So this carbon is electrophilic in nature. So any nucleophile can attack on this carbon atom. Here in this Gilman reagent, this alkyl group along with its bonding pair of electrons behaves as the nucleophile and attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom, and bromide is removed as the leaving group. So the product is this carbon atom which I marked get attached with this carbon atom. So this carbon atom get attached to this carbon atom and it forms CH3, CH2, 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 CH3 pentane, which is an alkane, and it is an unsymmetrical alkane. Plus ethyl copper is formed plus lithium bromide. Now we will solve some examples. In this case, I have taken methyl bromide plus dimethyl copper lithium. So this halogen acquires partial negative charge, carbon partial positive charge, negative, positive. This is our Gilman reagent, and in this methyl group behaves like a nucleophile and will show nucleophilic substitution reaction, and it forms CH3 ethane plus methyl copper plus lithium bromide. Now come to the example number 2. In this case, I have taken ethyl bromide, or we can say bromoethane. In this also halogen acquires partial negative charge, and the carbon atom which is directly attached with the halogen acquires partial positive charge. And this is the most electrophilic carbon atom, so the nucleophile will attack here only. In this case also there are two methyl groups attached to this copper, so one methyl group along with its bonding pair of electrons attacks on this carbon atom, and there is removal of halogen. So it will form CH3 CH2, and this CH2 get attached to the CH3 and an alkane is formed, and it is a propane which is an unsymmetrical alkane plus methyl copper plus lithium bromide. Now come to the example number 3. In this case, I have taken ethyl bromide and diethyl copper lithium, also a Gilman reagent, partial negative, partial positive charge, partial negative charge. There are two ethyl groups attached to the copper. One ethyl group along with its bonding pair of electrons attacks on this electrophilic carbon atom with the removal of halogen. And here the product formed is CH3 CH2, and this CH2 get attached with this CH2 of Gilman reagent CH3. This is our main product butane, which is a symmetrical alkane. Plus there are two byproducts, ethyl copper plus lithium bromide. Now come to the example number 4. In this case, I have taken bromopropane, or we can say propyl bromide, an alkyl halide of 3 carbon atoms, and a Gilman reagent also containing 3 carbon atoms. Same partial positive charge, partial negative charge. This one alkyl group along with its bonding pair of electrons behaves like a nucleophile and attacks on the most electrophilic center, and there is a removal of halogen as the leaving group, and it will form CH3 CH2 CH2, and this CH2 get attached to this carbon atom, then this, then this. So a chain of 6 carbon atoms is formed. 6 carbon atoms means even number of carbon atoms, so it is a symmetrical alkane, and it is N-hexane. And two byproducts are formed here. One is propyl copper, that is CH3CH2CH2 copper plus lithium bromide. So this is all about the Corey-House reaction, and by Corey-House reaction we can prepare both symmetrical as well as unsymmetrical alkanes, and this is the advantage of this reaction over Woods reaction.